Newcastle, it became hung, and it's one of the 21 local councils in KwaZulu-Natal which became hung after this year's local government election on the 1st of November this year. Well, it's alongside other municipalities which are small but very strategic, such as Inkosi Langa, Libalele, Mtuba, Okahlamba, Danhauser, as well as Nhlanhla, and a number of these councils that were left hung were to hold their first council meeting this week. But according to some of the officials and also some political parties from these councils are saying that there's a circular that says that these first council meetings have been postponed to next week due to the talks that are currently underway amongst political parties. As you remember that the announcement by the CIC of the economic freedom fighters, Mr. Julius Malema, his announcement that his party is withdrawing its support in terms of voting with the ANC, scuppered a number of plans, especially in KwaZulu-Natal, because we know that KwaZulu-Natal, the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal had pinned its hopes on the working on the partnership with the EFF. Having spoken to the secretary of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, Mr. Ntumiseni Ntuli, did say that they are also pinning their hopes on the EFF, saying that they can work together in terms of forming some coalitions in KwaZulu-Natal, and also that could also unseat the IFP in the number of municipalities which became hung, which were previously under the helm of the IFP in KwaZulu-Natal. Those municipalities are Newcastle, Umhlathuze, Mtuba. Those are some of the strategic municipalities which the ANC had hoped that with the partnership with the EFF, they would be able to control those municipalities. But it seems as if Malema's announcement yesterday had scuppered those plans. But Mtumiseni Ntuli did say that the EFF, it should be very easy to work with them because their demands are they will be able to meet some of those demands, except one that's removing of the stem from the national anthem. But he was saying that a number of resolutions were from the ANC Nasrec conference that took place in 2017, such as that of the expropriation of land without compensation, as well as insourcing security guards as well as the cleaners. So the Mtumiseni Ntuli was saying that it would be very easy to find each other with the EFF. But yesterday's comment or announcement by Malema, it seems as if disturbed the ANC's plans of governing in terms of, governing in a number of hung municipalities in KwaZulu-Natal. We can also say that we got the wind that the President Emeritus of the IFP, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, as well as the ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa, did hold high-level talks on Monday night after the President was here in KwaZulu-Natal on Monday in the South Coast, where he held meetings with the IFP leader, trying to find each other. But we know that the IFP as well as the DA, which are the main opposition parties in KwaZulu-Natal, had previously said that they will not be working with the ANC under any circumstances here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. But we don't know whether those high-level meetings between the IFP Emeritus President as well as the ANC President Ramaphosa have anything to go by in terms of the public announcement by the IFP and the NFP, by the IFP as well as the DA last week, distancing themselves from any coalition talks with the ANC. Well, here in Newcastle, the ANC is leading the pack in terms of the votes or the seats, having 22 seats, as well as the IFP coming neck and neck at 18. But what I can tell you is that none of those parties have got an absolute majority, so they will need other smaller parties. Here, a new kid on the block is TSSA, as well as the EFF, which have 7 and 8 seats respectively, so they will be becoming kingmakers in terms of who governs this local municipality, which is very strategic, as well as Okahlamba, which is under Uthukela district municipality, Inkosi Ilanga Libalele. Those municipalities were left hung, but there are talks which are currently underway, and they will be, and they have rescheduled their first council meetings to next week, giving way to the talks that are currently taking place among the political parties, trying to find each other in terms of forming coalitions here in KwaZulu-Natal. With that said, it's back to you in the studio.